Stand by for a start, we're off. Now Big Mary knuckled at the beginning, going back with Charming Diamond, who's being scrubbed out in the early part. Big Garden also back there. And also back there in that early part was Crown Dancing, taking up stock up front. It's Boom Shakalaka, the leader from Winning Hobby. Wawasan now getting a move on, but 3 wide. From next in the field to the inside was Hidden Promise. Cavalla Court next. From Beat the Light, Limbs Unique. Super Incredibles being scrubbed along for this point in time, going along with Beer Garden. They were followed next there by Crown Dancing, third to last. Big Mary second last. And Charming Diamond has been relegated to the end as they begin their wheel for home. 450 metres from the judge. Wawasan is wide, has been doing it tough, and Jelencia looks like she's sitting forward at the moment. Maybe her saddle's shifted slightly here, but seems to be going on okay for the time being. Winning Hobby to the inside. No, Wawasan's gone. Wawasan's definitely gone, and it's Cavalla Court now making ground. And here's Beat the Light down the outside. Beat the Light and Cavalla Court going up to Winning Hobby and Boom Shakalaka. It's Cavalla Court and Beat the Light. Beat the Light down the outside. Nabs Cavalla Court, and Beat the Light will go on and score from Cavalla Court, half a length. Boom Shakalaka was next. From fourth would be Hidden Promise. They were followed by Super Incredible, who was running on with Winning Hobby. Next came Big Mary, Beer Garden, Limbs Unique, and yeah, there we go. Jelencia's lost an iron there at about the 400-metre mark, so she's done very well to hold on. Well done to her. But certainly out of contention. Second to last was Crown Dancing, and Charming Diamond has pulled up right at the lane to come back in. We're lined and ready for a start. Flags raised. Stand by. Away. Alcantur to the inside was pressing forward with Dabble. CU out on the track also wants a piece of it early with Bounty Rainbows. Nunez gives him 3 or 4 round the bum and says head straight to the front, son. Bounty Rainbows now taking over from Dabble. CU into third on settling from Alcantur Sirius. Next in the field was Bingo Master, then came Deception, a gap back to Peruna Cabeza, Classic 11. Blue Idol third to last. From next in the field there, Song of Nature, and 911 is out the back and is the whipper-innerer past the 600-metre marker. Bounty Rainbows now just held together here by Nunez. Dabble ambles up on the outside for Cality. They were followed by Alcantur, who's tracking the leader everywhere it goes. CU next from Deception on the rail. Bingo Master making a run of it with the Sirius, who's best of the rest as they come down past the 300. And taking over is Alcantur. Alcantur goes on by Dabble, who can't respond, and Bounty Rainbows is done. Bingo Master running on, but Alcantur coming up, whizzing on by, gets a lead of extending by about 4 or 5 lengths here in the final stages. That's a very good win. Alcantur by 3.5 to Bingo Master. Deception was best of the rest from Blue Idol. Next came Peruna Cabeza. They were followed by Song of Nature. Dabble knocked up bad with Bounty Rainbows. Sirius, 911, Classic 11 and CU were back with the cab catchers. We're set and we're off. Best line of the day, Mr. Hooper, a little tardy with Limited Edition and Our Pinnacle. Now, Magnifique wants to press on and head up into the mix early with Crystal Warrior, who's prominent. They were followed by Universal Empire, Burak. To its outside was Den of Thieves, and Renzo's posted 4 wide and is stuck there for the time being. From Siam Royal Orchid, Limited Edition. A gap back to Country Boss being scrubbed along with Our Pinnacle for company. And Mr. Hooper is about 7 or 8 lengths detached as they make their way off past the 650. Crystal Warrior and Magnifique go up into the lead and eyeball each other as they make their way down the side. From Universal Empire, tucked up into a nice position if it can get some luck in running. They were followed next there by Den of Thieves working into the race. Burak's a lot more positive today. Renzo's been wide and he's going to have to be very good to win here. Burak was next from Siam Royal Orchid and Limited Edition down the outside. Crystal Warrior. Renzo coming up on the outside and looming with Limited Edition. It's Renzo and Limited Edition. Universal Empire booting through the inside from Siam Royal Orchid. It's Limited Edition on the outside. Universal Empire coming up into second. On gets the Quinella in race number 3. That is the second Quinella Fire stable we've had today. They were followed by Renzo, who was very brave, into third, sitting 4 wide the entire way. Crystal Warrior was next from Siam Royal Orchid. Our Pinnacle, Burak knocked up from Country Boss, Magnifique, Mr. Hooper, and Den of Thieves was never in it. Class 5, $30,000 up for grabs. Stand by, we're off. Gold Zest to the inside was pressing forward early with Bizarre Winds, who's having to work to boot up. Super Posh going with it from Gamely. Happy Friday. 8 Ball was third to last from the Wild Prince, and the old 9-year-old Paperback Trooper, he's about 4 or 5 lengths detached. It's Super Posh up on the outside of Bizarre Winds, who's keeping him company as they work their way off the back. From Happy Friday, who's getting the nice track up in third. From Gamely, back up on the running rail was Gold Zest, who's been shifted back a few pairs. 8 Ball came next from the Wild Prince and Paperback Trooper. Wild Prince has gone back to join Paperback Trooper at the end. Super Posh heads into the turn, the leader. Leads a neck to Bizarre Winds to its inside. They were followed by Happy Friday, who hasn't moved a muscle yet. Johnson Dratus. 8 Ball's running on with Gamely. Back up on the inside was Gold Zest. It's Happy Friday. Johnson Dratus now getting to work. 8 Ball starting to loom. Super Posh is running on. Happy Friday's going to have to work for it. 8 Ball's coming up on the outside. Happy Friday and 8 Ball. Happy Friday. 8 Ball maybe. I'd say 8 Ball gets it in a nod over Happy Friday, who had every possible there. Looked like it was going to be an absolute moral at the 200-metre marker. Super Posh was next from Bizarre Winds, who knocked up. They were followed there by Gold Zest. Gamely followed, and the Wild Prince and Paperback Trooper, they were a long last. We look set for a start. And we're off. Turf Beauty got a good jump in the inside and is pressing forward. Dragon Riker with the shades on today, going forward as well with Winning Power. Voluntard tracking it across with Super Speed. From next in the field there was Lim's Shot. Following them was My Boss, Son Elizabeth, Accumulation, Sportscaster. Second to last was Maximilian, and Season Lucky whips them in as they come past the 750. Voluntard now coming up to a clear lead. Leading them into the bend past the 650 from Winning Power. Dragon Riker now taking a sit, leaders back in third. From next in the field, Lim Shot. Turf Beauty 3 back the fence is going to need a bit of running line here as well if Nunez is going to be able to see if he could be able to sneak a gap. From Son Elizabeth, My Boss to the outside. They were followed by Super Speed, Maximilian best of the rest, and Season Lucky's making some ground from the outside. Voluntard now asks for an effort as they come past the 225, leading Dragon Riker. Voluntard's over and done with. Here's Turf Beauty now getting into the race from Lim Shot and My Boss. Dragon Riker taking over. It's all over. Dragon Riker is going to go on and score. Nice ride by Jimmy Wong. Wins by about 2.5 lengths on the line to Voluntard. Son Elizabeth ran home with Turf Beauty. A gap there back to Accumulation, Lim Shot, My Boss, Maximilian, Winning Power, Sportscaster, and last across was Super Speed. And we're set for a start. Lined and ready. Away. Split second to the middle of the line. A tad tardy with King Louis. Sound the Siren going back with 12th Night. Superlative takes up the running in the early part from Conspiranza. Golden Tiger holding to the fence as they come onto the course proper from Sun Power. Next in the field there was King Louis, now into 6th position from Implement. 12th Night, 4th to last from split second. Then next in the field was the big boy Royalty, and about 5 lengths detached is Sound the Siren. They come past the 1100 metre mark. First 400 brought up in 25.53. So they are crawling along here. They're going at a pretty okay tempo. Superlative getting it pretty easy up in front though for the time being. From Conspiranza to its outside, who hasn't decided to go up and contest the lead for the time being. Golden Tiger was third from Sun Power, King Louis. Next in the field came Implement, followed by 12th Night, split second Royalty, and last of all was Sound the Siren. They come past the 650 and the first 800, 49.71. So they haven't really clicked it up at this point in time. Superlative, the runs are about to come though. Superlative now leading from Conspiranza, who's been parked on its girth most of the way. To the outside was Sun Power. Implement back up on the fence was Golden Tiger under a ride. 12th Night peels out to the outside with split second. Royalty's gone with Sound the Siren. Conspiranza takes over. Conspiranza past the 200, extends out by 3 lengths. Superlative trying to make chase. Sun Power split second, but this is a romp job. Conspiranza down to the line will be throttled down by Lerner, and goes on to break through. That's a double for the Frenchman today. Well done to him. Superlative second from split second. There wasn't much in it between them for the minor placings. Sun Power was next from Golden Tiger, who did stick on in the final part. They were followed by King Louis. 12th Night knocked up from Sound the Siren, and last across was Implement. And he loads forward. Line is cleared and we are set to go. Stand by, we're off. High Limit bounced very well to the inside, going forward with Golden Win. Retallica not too far away from them on settling down. Ben Wade looking for a position on the inside from Silver Sword. Next in the field was Global Spirit from Supersonic Surprise. Bright Sun deeper out on the track. They were followed by Thomas Delago, the Rail, Flaming Kieran. Last of all was Lim's Pride. Now Golden Win's taken over. And as he's gone to the front, TH Co's now just trying to come back to the field a little bit and just give him a breather for 200 metres. Now leading by around a length and a tail to Retallica. Ben Wade now peeling off the fence, looking for a run. He's got clear room, the favourite. Back to the inside was High Limit. They were followed by Supersonic Surprise. Deeper out on the track, Bright Sun. Best of the rest was Global Spirit. Now Golden Win has given a kick here. Ben Wade on the chase and in pursuit with Retallica. Ben Wade now taking over from Retallica, who's not done with yet. Ben Wade taking over the favourite. Ben Wade coming past the 100-metre mark in line, going on to score, and Ben Wade is going to come down to the line and score by around a length and a half to Flaming Kieran, who was flying home late. He's probably made that margin 3/4 of a length on the line. He was motoring home. They were followed by Retallica, High Limit, Golden Win. Next in the field came Global Spirit from Lim's Pride. Following them, a gap back to Thomas Delago, Bright Sun, and Supersonic Surprise and Silver Sword were one of the last two across. To the inside stall. Stand by, we're off. Nice level dispatch, BU. Oh, BU's bucking the rider off. Oh, we've got a lost rider here. BU, Matt Callady's down on the deck. He seems to be A-OK for the time being. There's someone there, but we'll get back to the race and get his condition to you very shortly. But BU out of the race. It's Sahabat taking over now from Lady Sprintbok. Orion Passion into third from Hotshot Slam, Stenmark. They were followed there by Sesson, a gap to Extreme, Commit Nara. Next came Beyond Sacred, the former Kiwi. Whistle Grant's behind the riderless horse, who's all over the place, and Whistle Grant will definitely be out of the race as well as a result. Coming into the straight, 500 metres from home, and leading them into the turn was Sahabat. Nunez looking for a double. He leads the way from Lady Sprintbok, hot on its tail from Hotshot Slam. Orion Passion back onto the turf, making some ground from Stenmark back up in traffic. They were followed by Extreme, who's best of the rest. Sahabat now into the lead, but Stenmark is coming through. Stenmark, if it can get a run, looks very prominent here as well. Also there is Sesson and Lady Sprintbok. Sesson coming out and blowing through the field. Here's Stenmark coming out of the ground. Oh, it's tight. Oh, Stenmark was looking for that run and it's come all too late. I think Sesson may have just got it on the outside. Wowee, what a finish. Sesson potentially beating home Stenmark from Extreme, Beyond Sacred. Now the riderless horse is safe and hasn't caused any concern there late. Lady Sprintbok was there with Sahabat, who knocked up there a bit late. Orion Passion, Commit Nara, and Whistle Grand, unfortunately, due to BU, was taken out of the race. 1800 metre marker. Stand by, we're off. Nice clean dispatch from Damien Kinnamont in race number 9, and leading the way is Sun Conqueror as they come past the 100 metre marker. Leading the way from Scooter, who's booting up the inside. They were followed by Etoile Nuez on the fence. Chile in top form, pressing forward, looking for a spot at the judge with a lap to travel. Sartria was next up amongst traffic with Foresto. Next came Fortune Star from Rock and Roll and Bebop. Red Riding Hood's got room to press up, but doesn't want to for the time being because he'll be caught up in traffic on heels. Sayonara was next. Now Rock and Roll's been shoved back with Fortune Star, and last of all was Bebop. So they're chopping and changing as they make their way into the back and head past the 1100 metre marker. And they're going at a sedate tempo. 25.57 was the first 400 call, and it's Sun Conqueror, the leader. coming past the 1,000-metre marker, leading from Etoiles Nuez. Chilin top form was deeper out on the track with Foresto, and Rock and Roll, who's now working forward. Scooter back up on the rail is got Sun Conquerors back from Sartria. They were followed next by Fortune Star, Bebop, Red Riding Woods, all dressed up with nowhere to go on the inside. They were followed by Bebop back to the inside, and last of all was Sayonara. Coming into the turn, leading the way, it's Sun Conqueror. Sun Conqueror from Foresto. Etoiles Nuez is making ground. Sartria was next from Chilin top form, Scooter, Sun Pittsburgh. Out on the track was Fortune Star, and Sayonara's coming into the race. It's Sun Conqueror and Sartria. Sartria now taking over. Rock and Roll. Sayonara continuing to come on. Sartria the leader from Sun Conqueror. Etoiles Nuez up the inside. Sartria's got a break on them though past the 100-metre marker, and the maiden is going to break through here for the Dago stable, and he goes on to score. That's a double for Beauzalon. Goes on to win by a length and a half, maybe 2 lengths on the line to Etoiles Nuez, who was brave. They were followed by Sun Conqueror, who stuck on. Bebop was next from Rock and Roll, Chilin top form, Fortune Star, Sayonara, Sun Pittsburgh, Foresto, Scooter, and last to cross was Red Riding Wood. He was hemmed up on the running rail with absolutely nowhere to go. $1,400 metres the journey. Stand by, we're off. Damien Kinnamon saved the best line of the day till the feature, and it's Mr. Clint out the back with the Trumpy in the early part. Strong and powerful, so are class, and with the 50 kilos, Heartening Flyer's got a few in front of him. On settling down, Nepean burns across from the wide gate to lead 2 lengths. On Katak, the favourite. They were followed by Etoile Nuez. Pennywise just a little bit keen in the run there on the rail. Mr. Clint getting a move on wide from Heartening Flyer. Predator. Wider was Trumpy. Strong and powerful. Last of all was So High Class. The field come past the 900. 25.41. They haven't gone quick, very much quick at all here. Nepeans get it pretty much nice and easy up in front. He's leading a half length now on Katak. Mr. Clint was third. Pennywise fourth from Elite Incredible. Predator was next on the fence from Heartening Flyer. They were followed by Trumpy, 3 wide, but he does have a back to follow. So High Class and Strong and Powerful is the last one as they come past the 450, and Katak now goes up to serve it up to Nepean. Katak from Nepean by a half length. Elite Incredible starting to run on with Pennywise. Heartening Flyer getting into the race. Katak now about a length in front of Nepean, who's not done with yet, but Katak's still got a margin on them for the time being. Pennywise running on with Trumpy also there. Down the outside was Heartening Flyer, Katak, and Heartening Flyer, Katak. Heartening Flyer's going to dive, but not going to get there. Katak's going to do enough, and he starts off his 2022 in style. Heartening Flyer second. They were followed by Trumpy, who runs into third at some odds. Next in the field was Elite Incredible, So High Class. Predator followed from Pennywise, Nepean. Second to last was Mr. Clint, and last of all was Strong and Powerful. Still just getting him to come forward. The lead is detached, and we are set at the 1400, and we are off and racing. Now, Clarton Treasure to the inside wanted a piece of it early with the Wild Bunch. Going forward as well was Green Star. Salaman's dropping back with Billy Elliott from the wide gates. Booting up inside of them was Buddy Buddy and Thunder, our favourite. Next in the field came Glasgow, back there with Cheval Blanc. Ema second last, and Sage is one of the last ones, and he's posted wide for the time being. First 400 metres brought up in 24.88. The Wild Bunch now crosses over to a clear lead for TH Co and finds himself over on the fence. From Clarton Treasure in second, Green Star third, the outside. Now leaders back into fourth was Thunder. He's getting a good run for Nunez, and Nunez just trying to settle a little bit, getting a little bit keen now that the Wild Bunch has come across. Billy Elliott is into fifth from Buddy Buddy. Back on the fence is Salamance, tracking the favourite from Ema. Next came wide was Sage from Cheval Blanc, and back up on the inside was Glasgow. Turning for home, the Wild Bunch leads them into the straight. Thunder gets a run up the inside, but yeah, Nunez going for plan B, looking for an outside run. Now he peels off and Thunder gets his run. Down the outside was Billy Elliott in the meantime, who's now taken over from Ema down the outside, who's making a big run. It's Billy Elliott from the Wild Bunch. Ema running into the minors. Thunder's over and done with. Billy Elliott down to the line is going to come up, and he's going to get a well-deserved victory. Billy Elliott beats home the Wild Bunch by 3/4 of a length. Salamance was third from Thunder. Now, Ema's run 5th. He loomed large at the 200 at a big price from Clarton Treasure, Glasgow. They were followed by Green Star, Cheval Blanc, Sage and Buddy Buddy got shuffled back, and they were one of the last ones to cross.